गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीदेवी प्रार्थना। ह्रीङ्कारासनगर्भितानलशिखां सौः क्लीं कलां बिभ्रतीं सौवर्णां वरधारिणीं वरसुधा धौतां त्रिनेत्रोज्ज्वलां वन्दे पुस्तकपाशमङ्कुशधरां स्रग्भूषितामुज्ज्वलां त्वां गौरीं त्रिपुरां परात्परकलां श्रीचक्रसञ्चारिणीं ध्यानम्। आरक्ताभाद्रिनेत्रां अरुणिमवसनां रत्नताटङ्करम्यां हस्ताम्बोजैश्च पाशाङ्कुश मदनधनुस्सायकैर्विस्फुरन्ति आपीनोत्तुङ्गवक्षोरुह कलशलुठद्धारहारोज्ज्वलङ्गिम् ध्यायेदम्बोरुहस्ताम् अरुणिमवसनाम् ईश्वरीम् ईश्वराणाम्। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं ऐं क्लीं सौः। ॐ नमस्त्रिपुरसुन्दरी हृदयदेवी शिरोदेवी शिखादेवी कवचदेवी नेत्रदेवी अस्त्रदेवी कामेश्वरी भगमालिनी नित्यक्लिन्ने भेरुण्डे वह्निवासिनी महावज्रेश्वरी शिवधूति त्वरिते कुलसुन्दरी नित्ये नीलपताके विजये सर्वमङ्गले ज्वालामालिनी चित्रे महानित्ये परमेश्वर परमेश्वरी मित्रेशमयी षष्ठीशमयी उड्डीशमयी चर्यानाथमयी लोपामुद्रमयी अगस्त्यमयी कालतापनमयी धर्माचार्यमयी मुक्तकेशेश्वरमयी दीपकलानाथमयी विष्णुदेवमयी प्रभाकरदेवमयी तेजोदेवमयी मनोजदेवमयी कल्याणदेवमयी वासुदेवमयी रत्नदेवमयी श्रीरामानन्दमयी अणिमा सिद्धे लगिमा सिद्धे महिमा सिद्धे ईशित्व सिद्धे वशित्व सिद्धे प्राकाम्य सिद्धे भुक्ति सिद्धे इच्छा सिद्धे प्राप्ति सिद्धे सर्वकाम सिद्धे ब्राह्मी माहेश्वरी कौमारी वैष्णवी वाराही माहेन्द्री चामुण्डे महालक्ष्मी सर्वसंक्षोभिनी सर्वविद्राविणी सर्वाकर्षिणी सर्ववशङ्करी सर्वोन्नादिनी सर्वमहाकुशे सर्वकेचरी सर्वबीजे सर्वयोने सर्वत्रिकण्डे त्रैलोक्यमोहनचक्रस्वामिनी प्रकटयोगिनी कामाकर्षिणी बुद्ध्याकर्षिणी अहङ्काराकर्षिणी शब्दाकर्षिणी स्पर्शाकर्षिणी रूपाकर्षिणी रसाकर्षिणी गन्धाकर्षिणी चित्ताकर्षिणी धैर्याकर्षिणी स्मृत्याकर्षिणी नामाकर्षिणी बीजाकर्षिणी आत्माकर्षिणी अमृताकर्षिणी शरीराकर्षिणी सर्वाशा परिपूरकचक्रस्वामिनी गुप्तयोगिनी अनङ्गकुसुमे अनङ्गमेखले अनङ्गमदने अनङ्गमदनातुरे अनङ्गरेखे अनङ्गवेगिनी अनङ्गाङ्कुशे अनङ्गमालिनी सर्वसंक्षोभणचक्रस्वामिनी गुप्ततरयोगिनी Sarvasamshobhini, Sarvavidravini, Sarvakarshini, Sarvahaladini, Sarvasammohini, Sarvastambhini, Sarvajrumbhini, Sarvavashankari, Sarvaranjani, Sarvonmadini, Sarvarthasadhake, Sarvasampatprada, Sarvamantramayi, Sarvadvandvakshayankari, Sarvasaubhagyadayini, Chakreswari, Sampradaya Yogini. You can repeat the Panchamavarana. Sarvasiddhi Prade, Sarvasampatprada, Sarvapriyankari, Sarvamangalakarini, Sarvakamaprada, Sarvadu khavimochani, Sarvamrutyuprasamani, Sarvavignanivarini, Sarvangasundari, Sarvasaubhagyadayini, Sarvarthasadhaka Chakreswari, Sarvarthasadhaka, second tha, fourth the. Sarvarthasadhaka Chakreswari, Kulottirna Yogini. Panchamavarana is the most important of all the avaranas in the Navavarana. Of the 9 avaranas, Panchamavarana is supposed to be the most important one. The purification keeps happening stage by stage from the first avarana. Purification of indriyas, that is Sthula Deham, Jagrat Avastha, the Sthula Deham, purification of indriyas, and the Sukshma Deham, Swapna Avastha, that is the second avarana, which is the purification of mind. Sushupti is the third, Sushupti Avastha is the third avarana. Still karmas are attached to because of the indriyas and the mind, though it is the Karana Deham which is predominant. I mean, mind is subdued, but not completely subdued, completely not purified. Purification happens only stage by stage. Till we reach the final also, the purification keeps happening. Because any time the mind can slip. Mind needs only a small way to slip, ready to slip at any time. So every stage the mind is getting purified. So when body and physically and Sukshma Deham, both Sthula Deham and Sukshma Deham, when it gets completely purified, in the sense like the Indriyas and the mind, when they are purified, then the Brahma Vicharam comes. That is when we think about God. Brahmam, what is Brahman? Brahman is the purity itself. Unless we purify ourselves, you cannot approach that purity. So the purity happens first in the first 3 stages. When the mind is getting purified, the Brahma Vicharam comes. That is the 4th stage. 4th stage, Brahma Vicharam comes, and they want to do Upasana. The first step of any progression that you make towards the self-realization is the Savana Upasana. You have an idol, you have a procedural worship. You have a procedure to worship. yantra is there, a meru is there, a photo is there, any picture or even the murti, you keep it and you worship. You start like that. The Brahma Vichara, when it comes, you are like, it is only sorrows that we face in all the three stages. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, Avastha. Sushupti, of course, it is deep sleep, but you again wake up. You come back to the normal life. Again, Jagrat Avastha happens. So, it is not completely without sorrows. The sorrows are in the subdued state, but it gets woken up in the Jagrat Avastha. So, mind gets like, it is only sorrow we face. Which is the thing that is beyond sorrow? When can we really happy? When I can going to experience the Sachidananda? That question comes. That is when the sadhaka wants to get rid of all the material things and turn his mind towards the Brahma Vichara. Till such time, everything is clinging to us. So, at some point of a time, the realization comes that all the sorrows, whatever be the avastha, the sorrows are something that is constant. What is constant is the sorrows and change, unfortunately. When that realization comes, only the mind turns towards seeking what is bliss and what is happiness, what is without sorrows, what is the feeling of being without sorrows. The feeling is only in that mind gets some kind of a solace when he thinks about the Brahman, the happiness. Even the very early stage of thinking also gives some kind of a solace to the heart. Right? That is when he feels drawn towards that power. That is when he starts thinking, what is this that is giving me this solace, which I have not found in any of the material things. Then he is drawn towards it and he starts thinking about it. Thinking about it, it can take you only to some extent. That is what this Avarana is so important. Even if you are a mumukshu, you can be a pandit in all the Vedas and Upanishads, all the 18 form of Vidyas. You cannot attain Brahmajnanam without a Guru. Guru plays an important role. When the Brahma Vicharam comes, Shiva comes in the guise of a Guru. That is what they say. The Shastras say that Guru is not a human being. First we have to understand. When you look at Guru, when you call somebody Guru, he is not a human being. Shiva comes in the guise of him in the human form to impart the knowledge that you are searching for. The search should start first from you. The search should start from us, then the Guru appears. We don't need to go in search for him. According to our mindset, the Guru delivers the message, takes you on. Even if you are a greatest scholar on earth, if you have to get the Brahmajnanam, without Guru you cannot attain it. So Guru Darshanam is considered itself as one of the biggest gift a person can get. Okay? Guru Darshanam is the biggest gift a person can get. Only he can take you across the ocean of samsara. He can tell you what is the way to Guru. Get it across. That is why this fifth Avarana is the most important. because this denotes Guru Darshana. The importance of the fifth Avarana is Guru Darshana. The progression, you are purifying, you are still purifying yourself. Internally you are purifying yourself. And now slowly they are saying like how even the physical purification happens. This last Avarana we talked about nadis, different nadis and the chakras attached to the nadis, how they are getting purified. When we say nadis getting purified, the organs that are attached to that are also getting purified. It is not like only the nadis get purified. Organs that are attached to the nadis are also getting purified. In the same way, in this Avarana, when we are going to deal with the Bhavana Upanishad talks about the 10 pranas. So the pranas get purified in this. We have to understand here one thing, that prana is the most important thing in your for your indriyas to function. Jnanendriyas to function, prana is very, very important. Without prana, you will not be receiving the messages, indriyas will not be receiving the messages, or the message, then only mind gets deposited into all the messages received through indriyas. So the prana plays a very, very important, it is a life force. It actually means our existence here in this world. But prana also are connected with so many other functions in our body. So again the organs attached to this prana. Each prana is meant for something. So the organs attached to the prana are also getting purified in this. So purification happens. But this, the most, like how we say the Brahma Vicharam in the fourth Avarana, Guru Darshanam is the fifth Avarana. Meeting your Guru and serving him, asking him to impart the knowledge is the ultimate thing that can happen to a sadhaka. Okay? So this Avarana consists of, it is called Bahirdashara, because there are 2 Avaranas with 10 triangles. 5th and 6th Avarana both have got 10 triangles. 4th Avarana had 14 triangles. 5th and 6th Avarana, they have 10 triangles each. 5th Avarana is called Bahirdasharam. 6th Avarana is called Antardasharam. As you, go into the Sri Chakra. Okay, this is called, this outward 10 triangles are Bahirdashara Chakra. Okay, this consists of 10 triangles as it is meant. The chakram is called Sarvarthasadhaka Chakram. Yogini of this chakram is called Kulottirna Yogini. Fifth Avarana's Yogini is called Kulottirna Yogini. Chakreswari is Tripurasri Chakreswari. That's why all the when Sasranama, when all the Ishwaris are mentioned, Tripurasri comes towards the end. Tripurasri Vashankari. Because it's very, very important. Only in the final stages where when the sadhaka wants to evolve, that is when he gets to meet the Guru. That is the reason Tripurasri Vashankari Nama comes towards the end in the Sasranam, Lata Sasranam. So Chakreshwari is Tripurasri Chakreshwari. Siddhi is Vasitva Siddhi. Mudra is Sarvonmadini Mudra. Sarvarthasadhaka chakram. Kulottirna Yogini. As I told you, this Avarana is Guru Darshanam is this Avarana. The true nature of Brahman cannot be realized without the guidance of a Guru. So Guru is the one who can take you forward, move forward in your journey. Kulottirna Yogini. Kulam here means the Jnana Parampara, Kulam. Uttirna means expansion of the Jnana Parampara. Kulottirna Yogini. Uttirna means expansion. Kulam means the Jnana Parampara. When a Sishya joins the Parampara of the Guru Parampara, the lineage gets expanded. The lineage gets expanded only when a Sishya joins there, otherwise it gets stagnant. The expansion is always a part of the Prakriti aspect. So here, this also has to get, this Jnana Parampara also has to get expanded. Uttirna, that is the reason, see, it's beautiful, like when you look at it, each one, the names they have given, and Sampradaya Yogini, how we talk about the Sampradayam of Guru Sishya Parampara, or even the Sampradayam of worship. There is a tradition in worship in every aspect. Every deity has got its own tradition. And we have the liberty to choose our own. That is the speciality of our Hinduism. We have the liberty, we can walk alone. Nobody is with you, except in the guidance of your Guru. Nobody is going to be with you till the end. So, Kulottirna Yogini. Uttirna, as I told you. So, as much as for Sat Shishya to meet a Guru is important, for a Guru to guide a Sat Shishya is very, very important. He cannot accept everybody as Shishya. He can accept a Shishya after a lot of trials and tribulations, after confirming that this person is really serious about what he or she is thinking. Till such time, Guru doesn't approve the Shishya. And for a Sat Shishya to meet the Sadguru, because these are all the explanation that comes in Bhagavad Gita. I will tell you the Gita slokam. Who means Sadguru? Now we cannot talk about it much as in a very worldly way, but Gita explains, not me. Krishna explains, so I can absolve myself. Now we will come to this. When I come to that, I will explain to you. Sarvarthasadhaka chakram. Artha means all kind of purushartha. Parama purushartham, moksha. Parama purushartham is only moksha. Sarva shabdaha paramartha vachi, paramartha parama purushartha. Sa moksha evam tat sadhakam chakram. Moksha mattumnam parama purushartham. Nothing else is parama purushartham. What is the only thing that you want to achieve in this world is only moksham, the liberation, what we call it as liberation. Kulottirna, that Kularnagam continues to say that Jnana devatu kaivalyam. What is kaivalyam? Jnanam is kaivalyam. Jnanam is kaivalyam. There is nothing else is kaivalyam. When you acquire that knowledge to Brahma Jnana, that is kaivalyam. The moment you acquire it, you know who is Brahma. Jnana devatu kaivalyam. Dharati shokamatma bhavati. This is not in sphere. It is your Atma. Whatever you are seeing, all the triads, Tripurasri, Chakreswari, we say, all the triads that we see, it is all attached to this. This is the expansion of the Atma, is these trials. Everything starts from within you, self-realization. That is why we call it. Very, very, there is that inadequacy of language when you call it. No, English has got its own shortcomings and we call it a self-realization. Brahmanyana. Acharyavan Purusho Veda. From whom you will learn this? Brahmanyana. Acharyavan Purusho. Yar Acharyanu. From him you have to learn. From Guru you have to learn. Tadvignyanartham saha Guru meva vikaccheda samitpani. Guru meva eva. Only Guru can give you that jnana. Tadvignyanartham saha Guru meva vigaccheta samitpanihi srotriyam brahmanishtam. You can hear the Brahmajnanam only. There is no alternative there. Guru meva vigacchati. Nobody can tell you the Tattvajnanam. It is only the Guru who can guide you. Even the Mumukshu, as I said, you can have Shastra Jnana. He can have the exponent in all the Vidyas, all the 4 Vedas, Vedangas, Upanishads, everything. But without a Guru, he cannot realize. That is all. The thing they say is Vachajnanam. They call it as Vachajnani. Vachajnani is book. Books cannot take you there, only experience can teach you experience. No? So now we will come to Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna says. From whom you have to get the knowledge. The qualification of the person who can impart the knowledge of Brahman to you. Tat viddhi pranibhadena pariprasrena sevaya Upadekshyanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshanah. Tat vidhi, that knowledge from whom you have to learn. How you have to learn? Pranibhadena, by prostrating to them. Pranibhadena, go and fall at his feet. Pariprasrena, plead. It is not just a request. Plead that you want that. Sevaya, do service to that person. Yarka service? Tatvidhi upadekshyanti te jnanam, who has got the qualification to impart you that knowledge. Jnaninas tattva darshana, the one who is realized soul, not vachajnani, the one who has read about it. Reading about it is different. Experience is different. There are 100 odd books about how to bring up your child. I challenge that none of your experience come under that. None of mine came under that. No? There are thousands of books about bringing up the children. I know all of you must have experienced the same as I have. Our child is unique. Our children are unique. They don't fit into those thousands of books. In the same way, Vachajnani could have read all the Vedas, Upanishads, all the philosophies, Vedantas, everything. But only the realized person can take you across. Only the realized person can share his experience. Knowledge and experience are two different things. Two different things. When experience comes, knowledge becomes unnecessary. Without experience, knowledge is useless. Without experience, knowledge is useless. Knowledge alone cannot take you across, but experience can take you. Experience can stand alone. Knowledge cannot stand alone. Knowledge depends on the experience. You cannot approach a Vachajnani. You have to approach somebody who is a realized soul, who has got the experience. That is what Krishna says. Jnana karma sannyasa yogam. 4th chapter. Beginning itself he has said that be careful about whom you are approaching. So only the realized soul, and beautifully explained by Ramakrishna in that. Ramakrishna Paramahamsar, I cannot say Ramakrishna in that. Ramakrishna Paramahamsar, what a great soul he is, even to utter his name, that I have been have done some punya to say his name. Paramahamsar, when he was talking about this, he said, only a log which is burning can lit another log. Log by itself cannot lit another log, if only a burning log can lit another log. Very simple, but how profound it is. How profound it is. Very simple, and everybody can understand. Even to light this lamp, we need that matchbox, strike it, and the light comes, then only you can light it. I cannot take just it has to be burning. It should be burning. Only a burning log can light another log, but not a dead log. So knowledge by itself is meaningless if it is not, I should say, transformed into experience. Knowledge, it is like, knowledge is like a ladder. You have to use that to climb up to the top. But it cannot teach you the experience of being on top. No? What it feels like, looking the entire, it cannot give you that. No? When you climb up a hill and look around, the scenery in front of you, ladder cannot teach that. Ladder can only take you up there. You have to experience it. So knowledge always should be coupled with experience. It is useful. So when one is choosing a guru, why it is, like they say, why guru is the one, you should not consider them as a simple human being, is the form of Ishvara. Ishvara comes in the form of guru. So never ever, because he eats like us, he takes bath like us, he lives, all his routine is like any of us. But that doesn't mean he is like us. No? He is not like us. He is a jnani. He is your guru who can take you across. So you have to understand, guru is somebody, not a human being, though he is Ishvara coming in human form. He is the one who can define what is bondage and what is liberation. Bandha moksha. Bandham is ajnanam. Ajnanam binds us to the world. When the jnanam comes, you get liberated. Bandha moksha. Moksha is liberation. There are 4 ways of serving Guru, they say. Because this 5th Avarana is mainly about a Guru. Okay, you have reached a Guru who is a realized soul. Now we have come to the next point. How you are going to make him teach the knowledge or take you further ahead. So you have to do 4 types of services to the Guru. Abdham, sthanam, sadbha. Abdham, angam, sthanam, sadbha. Abdham means Abdha. Snekida. Snekida. Abdha. Abdha means doing favorable things to Guru. Abdham. Angam means doing physical service. Pada susrusha. Physical service to the Guru. Sthanam means taking care of Guru's possessions. Sthanam. Sadbhava means worshipping Guru as the Parabrahma. It is like, understood, like Guru gives the darshan of Ishvara. Bhajagovinda Krishna, Shankara Bhagavad. He has talked about everything in Bhajagovinda. And the last stanza says, Guru Charana Puja Nirbhaya Bhakta. Nirbhara Bhakta. After doing everything, all the sadhana, I reached to the Sahasraram and I found my Guru's holy feet in the Sahasraram. We talk about so many things, Shiva Shakti, Aikyam, everything. He says, I saw the Guru Sharanam in my Sahasraram. Guru Sharanam Bhuja Nirbhara Bhakta. You just worship Guru's holy feet without any, with full of devotion. It is enough, it will take you across. So, worshipping Guru as the Parabrahma, this is the ultimate. That is, these 4 characteristics, they say how you can serve the Guru. Because serving the Guru, in the 6th Avarana, he imparts the mantra for that. Realization doesn't come, he imparts the mantra. So Shravanam comes in the next Avarana. So Guru Darshanam and Guru Seva is important in the 5th Avarana. Tripurasri Chakreswari. Tripurasri. Finding the union of all the triads in your Atma Svarupa, in your Atma itself. It doesn't happen overnight. I meet my Guru today and tomorrow I am going to find everything is from me. No. You start identifying with each one of them slowly. You start, that is how the bhavam develops. You start finding some kind of similarity between their existence and your existence. Slowly, like, every stage, when you start identifying yourself, your experiences with the experiences of things that exist in this world, if you see so, everything is the same. There is a date of production and date of expiry for everything. The struggles that we face, even a plant faces, even an animal faces, even a stone faces. Jadam. How many times it cannot even express itself. I feel very sorry for them. When so many people kick and throw them, cannot even express its pain. Jadam, no. Atma is stuck in that. That is the worst form of punishment that one can have. The moment something we get it, we say, no, Amma, Appa, we call everybody. But it cannot express. Just imagine, like, how I used to feel very sorry. People just take throws, kick the stones. If you see so, there are a lot of similarities between what we experience and what our lives are and what the other things that exist in this world, created things. I am not talking about the buildings and things like that. That also has got a production date and expiry date. That's a different thing. And it has got its own kind of maintenance that has to be done for the... Everything is the same. Start identifying yourself with the universe. That is when you realize whatever I see is exactly me. My experience only, I am seeing the reflection of it everywhere. It is only the reflection that I am seeing. It is my experience only I am seeing outside. It's not different. Not even between us, your experience or my experience. It's not like that. Our experience and the experience of other objects in this world. Other creation, other part of creation, other than human beings. All are same. At least they have got, we can forgive them for so many things. We cannot forgive human beings because we have been given the mind to think, intellect we have got to analyze. With all these things, we still behave the same way like the other things do, animals do. Then what qualification do we have to be called as humans? No, it's a big question mark. But you start identifying. You feel a lot of similarity between yourself and the rest of the world, rest of the universe that is created. The only thing we, like everything else other than the human beings, they are also disciplined in their lives. They do their job, they mind their business. Excepting us, we don't mind our business. We mind everyone else's business. But just imagine like the kind of discipline the planets and the cosmos that has. A simple plant that has. A bird that has. How they move from place to migrate from one place to another at the particular time, where there is winter or summer, they just move away. The discipline that they go with. It is amazing. I mean, we have to learn from the nature. So that way, the identification of yourself with the rest of the cosmos, that starts happening here in the 5th Avarana. Because the guidance of a guru tells you that that is not different from you. That is where Guru, Upadesam comes, imparts that knowledge that what you see in this world is just not different from you. It is the expansion of the same energy that created everything. You are also a part of expansion, you are not unique. So everything origins from one, so you are not different from another one. Right? That is what the Guru imparts. That paves the way for the sadhaka to move forward. That is when Guru is always considered to be very compassionate and forgiving. Guru, the quality of Guru is that, to be compassionate, not only imparting the knowledge. To be compassionate is one of the greatest qualities of a Guru. You have to be that. In the same way, when he is compassionate, the sadhaka also develops that compassion towards everything. Empathize, we are able to empathize with everybody else's feelings. That is what this Avarana teaches you. Guru Darshanam, and how the Guru should be, and the knowledge that he gives for the moksham, bondage and liberation. That is what it is about. So the Devatas, the Avarana Devatas, 10 Devatas are there. Sarvasiddhiprada. Sarvasiddhiprada means bestowing everything. That is a simple one. But what they bestow is Atma Parokshanyana, Aparokshanyana, perceivable jnana. You see that this is what it is, but the realization is not still there, it is the same. No? We are able to perceive that me and the universe are all one, but the realization has not happened. Realizing that is another step. First step is, okay, we understand now. We are not different. Looks like we are the same. Perceivable, aparokshanyana, that is called aparokshanyana. Atma aparokshanyana. Atma aparokshanyana. This Atma is everything that Somehow you get an idea about it in this. This is the first step, it is not the thing. Sarvasampatprada, giving all material wealth. Unless somebody is satisfied with materially, he cannot be drawn towards spiritually. So whatever small things that one needs, material things one needs in this life, that is all given to him. Actually, the meaning, the philosophy behind this Sarvasampatprada, when we say it is material, everything material is bestowed, being bestowed, what it actually denotes is acquiring detachment from the material world. You are not affected because you got it. Even when you get it, you are not affected by owning it. By possessing it, not owning it, possessing it. We are possessing something. Material things come because that is the blessing that you get. But in spite of that, you are not attached to that as it was before. It comes, and when it goes, the feeling of equilibrium prevails. So the sense of acquiring that detachment from the material things, Sarvasampatprada, that Devi describes that. Sarvapriyankari, being happy always, Priyankari, the one, like, very pleased to be looked at. You feel only happy about looking at them. You don't derive any kind of anger or anything. So Sarvapriyankari, being happy always. You are in a kind of like, that when the detachment happens, automatically that happiness comes. That is the reason we say the detachment in the first Devi and the happiness in the second Devi. It is not in possession that you are happy. It is only in detachment you really find your happiness. When you let go of things. So many things we have experienced in our lives. Sarvamangalakarini, giving all that is auspicious. Sarvamangalakarini. There is only one Mangalam. Auspicious means Shiva. In pursuit of Shiva in everything. Whatever you see, you want to find, you want to go behind that, beyond that, and see what is within that is only Shiva. So you start searching for Shiva in everything. In pursuit of Shiva, in Mangala means auspiciousness. That is called Shiva. Mangala. Sarvakamaprada, fulfillment of all kinds of desires. Sarvakamam is only one, it is bliss, and that is to be desired ultimately. It should be the ultimate desire of a person to experience bliss. Sarvakamaprada. Khavimochani. Sarva anartha nivritti. Anartham. What is anartham? Our sorrow, our pain, all those things are anartham. All anartham get nivritti. It gets destroyed by them, removed by them. Getting rid of all meaningless things. Our sorrows and pains are also called here as meaningless because so many times we are the reason for our own sorrows and pains. Nobody else has given us this. We scripted our history, our life. We are the reason for our sorrows and our pains. Sarvamrutyuprasamani, removing all pains at the time of death. Nityatva prapti. Nityatva prapti means obtaining eternity. That is what Sarvamrutyuprasamani. Nityatva prapti. Eternity, bestowing eternity. That you go beyond death. But it also gives in the physical aspect in the worldly aspect, painless death. And that is given by her. Sarvavignanivarini. Removal of all obstruction. Vigna means obstructions. Sarvavignanivarini, all kinds of obstructions get removed. What happens here, that Vignam means here, they say, esoteric meaning, it actually removes the difference in appearance, finding everything as one. There is no discrimination and differences in everything. This is cat, this is dog, this is plant, this is humans. Even amongst us, this is you, this is me, all these things. This difference is getting slowly eliminated. So you start realizing everything is one. They are not different. Disappearance of differences in appearances. Sarvangasundari. She gives good, pleasing external appearance, they say. Tejas, when you look at people who are really educated or vidvat, you see that kind of tejas in them. That is what they say. But esoteric meaning is understanding the presence of the power in every being. Understanding in every aspects, in every being, you understand the presence of the power. Sarvasaubhagyadayini. Sarvasaubhagyam, restoring all material and spiritual wealth, prosperity. Sarvasaubhagya. Saubhagya means prosperity. Sarvasaubhagyam. Shivoham is the only Saubhagyam, they say. I am Shiva. That she gives. Vasitva Siddhi. Vasitva means attraction. So here what they say is the capacity to find the union with the entire universe is Akarshana. You just attract the entire cosmos to your Atmasvarupa. That is what Vasitva Siddhi. Siddhi is called Vasitva Siddhi because entire cosmos get attracted towards you. So they find their union in you. That is more important. Sarvonmadini Mudra Shakti. Unmadana. Unmadana means possessed. You just want to, highly possessed. When somebody wants to do something, somebody is really possessed about doing something and getting things done. Highly possessed. Unmadini, unmadanam. The desire to reach Guru reaches its height. How they compare it, to get that, when the desire to receive that Atmajnanam, so the desire to reach the Guru exceeds the normal this thing, and somehow he wants to get a Guru and receive the Atmajnanam because his desire has gone beyond that level. How they say, there's one beautiful example they are given. When the house is burning or when somebody is burning, somebody is in fire, literal fire. How he will try to reach the water body, that time he will not be thinking about his own wife, kids, possessions, house, everything. He just wants to douse himself in water. So the flames get extinguished. The desire is like that to reach a guru to get Atmajnana. The desire to reach a guru, to receive that jnanam, is somebody who is in flames running for water source to douse himself. It is that is why the Mudra Shakti is Sarvonmadini. That's little extra. It is not like, normal pace. It goes in a overdrive, probably. It goes in a high speed. So to attain that Atmajnanam, the desire has to reach beyond a normal point, so he gets to meet the Guru. It's not normal level, you cannot go and reach. That's why they say that example of a person who is in fire, how he reaches out for water. At that time, he doesn't think about I have to save my wife, my kids, or my house, or everything gets a secondary place. He runs to save himself and look out for water so he can, extinguish the fire. Like that, the desire should be like that, to reach a guru to get the Atmajnana. Leave out everything, all your material stuff. You want only that, you focus on that and you reach. It is that. Okay. Now we'll come to Bhavana Upanishad. Prana, Bhana, Vyano, Dhana, Samana, Naga, Kurma, Krikara, Ved, Devadatta, Dhananjaya, iti Dasha Vayavaha, Sarva Siddhi Prada Devyaha, Bahir Dasharagha, Devataha. Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udhana, Samana. There are 5 primary pranas. There are 5 primary pranas. There are innumerable pranas, as I have told you before. Innumerable pranas in our body, subtle pranas, which are attached to some kind of action in our body. But we consider here 10 pranas, 5 primary pranas and 5 secondary pranas. 5 primary pranas are popular now. Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udhana, Samana. That 5 pranas are primary pranas. Naga, Kurma, Krikara, Devadatta, Dhananjaya. These are 5 secondary pranas. In this prana, the first prana is placed in our chest. That is the reason when it leaves the body, it becomes lifeless. Prana is in the chest. Apana is in the navel aspect. Apana normally, for procreation and digestion, excretion, all those things that it takes care of. The most important thing it does is it stays even after death of the physical body, because the bloating of the stomach, you can see it in people so many times, if the dead body is left without being attended to, then you see the stomach and stomach area gets bloated. That is all because of apana vayu. Apana stays even the primary prana, the 5 pranas, the primary 5 pranas, apana stays after death. In the same way, in the secondary prana, Dhananjaya stays after death. This one is mainly for bloating of the body, that apana is there. Vyana stays in nostrils, stomach. It causes circulation of blood and lymphatic fluids. It is important for that for 2 functions it takes care of. Udhana, throat. Again, circulation in arms and legs it takes care of. Throat. From throat it takes care of circulation in arms and legs. Samana causes Jatharagni for digestion. It only causes the Agni in our stomach for digesting food. Jatharagni it is called. And Samana causes that Jatharagni. So every mudra, it has got every mudra. Each prana has got a mudra. When you do that mudra, prana means this 3 fingers, prana, apana, vyana, samana, udhana, Samana 5. So 3 fingers like that. Prana 3 fingers. Pointer and middle finger and the thumb together prana. And middle finger, ring finger and the thumb 3 apana. Vyana is ring finger, little finger and the thumb together. Is prana, apana, vyana. Udhana is ring finger, pointer and thumb. 3 together. Udhana. Samana means all the 5 fingers. Digestion is given the most important aspect because that only supplies the nutrition to the entire body. So each one, when you do the mudras, they say like, though you increase that particular prana. Particular prana, if some deficiency is there in your body, then if you keep doing that mudra, then you increase that aspect of the prana in your body and your physical ailment gets solved. Okay. So Naga, the 5 Naga, Kurma, Krikara, Devadatta, Dhananjaya. Krikara. Kru, we write, no? Kru. Mahaprana. Krikara. So Naga prana is vomiting. Naga. Kurma is winking of eyes. Kurma helps in winking of eyes. Krikara is digestion. Devadatta, yawning and sleeping. To yawn also, the prana helps. Dhananjaya causes subtle sounds in your body. As I told you before, it stays after death for decaying of the body. For the decay of the body, Dhananjaya stays in the body after death and it escapes through skull. When it is cremated also, it escapes through skull. If it is like, if you are buried, then after a few days, once the body gets decayed, it escapes through skull. But it exits only through skull. It helps in decaying of the body. So these two, that apana and this Dhananjaya, they play an important role even post death. So from this stage onwards, from the next, it is like, the trajectory graph goes little sharp from the next Avarana. Because the progression is also going to be till meeting the Guru, the life changes after meeting the Guru. That is what the 5th Avarana. 5th Avarana, you meet, the first 4 Avaranas is our struggle. 5th Avarana is meeting the Guru, then Guru takes over your life. It is like putting petrol, super petrol in the car and it drives fast. It's like that. When Guru takes over your life, your trajectory becomes different and you reach the goal of Kaivalyam only with the help of Guru. So the next 4 Avaranas, Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. We combine the Bhagavatam here. What is the difference? They also say the same thing. That happens only after meeting the Guru. Shravanam, first knowledge gets imparted to you, and the Mananam is going through that knowledge yourself in search of books and everything you find everywhere. Search for the knowledge. Nididhyasanam, once you find what is the knowledge, you immerse yourself in that, do the deep meditation, meditate on that. And what you achieve after that is only the realization, which is Bindu. This is the same thing. The Navaveda Bhakti that is mentioned in Bhagavatam. The 4 stages are the Navavaranam of Ambar. Navaveda Bhakti of Bhagavatam is nothing but the Navavaranam of Amba. That we strive for the same thing and there is no difference. Okay? Gurubhyo Namaha.